authentic God, okay, authentic.
As you can see, into this bowl I have my 10 egg already cracked. I'll heat it until it becomes white. Yes, the egg has to be white. Then after which you have your groundnut into a bigger bowl. The groundnut here, I've already done the selection. I've selected it, moved the smaller size and kept aside, so I'm dealing just with the large ones. Then my sugar, I put it into another bowl, mix it with a little warm water. I'm mixing with warm water so that it will dissolve fast, and I'll mix it with the egg solution and have a homogeneous mixture. So I'm going to add my sugar into the egg sauce. This is what they usually call the sauce. So in peanut we always talk of the sauce. The main thing is preparing the sauce. When your sauce is well done, just know that your peanut definitely is also going to be well done. So I'm going to mix both of them together. I'll continue heating it until it's well mixed. Yes, you have to obtain a homogeneous mixture. After, you can look for any container in which you can use, like you can press it. Yeah, the plastic container will just be best and perfect. You put it into it, you burst the lid, and don't forget, when you put it into a container, you still have to stir, you have to shake. Make sure the sugar and the egg are well mixed. Some people will prefer to still add a little of groundnut oil to it. There's no problem. So here I have my nut milk, I have my top milk, and this is 2 kilograms of the flour. For the kilograms of flour, there is no particular measurement. You just buy the flour according to the size of the peanut you wish to obtain. So if you wish for larger sizes of peanut, you also go in for more flour. You also obtain more quantity of flour. And if you wish for a smaller size, you can also go in for a small quantity of flour. So I'm just going to sieve my flour, sieve it into a clean pot or even a bowl, anything. You just sieve into something which you'll be able to mix it. So here with the flour, I'll be doing the dry mixture. The dry mixture is, you are mixing the flour with the nutmeg, with the milk. You have the milk which is dry. In peanut we don't use liquid milk, so that's why I have my nutmeg. I'm going to put it into the flour, and I'm going to add the milk on top of it. For the nutmeg, you can go for 1 or at most 2 sachets. It's not required in much quantity, because it's just there to give the flavor to the peanut, so you don't need to have it too much in a large quantity. For the milk is there to give the taste, is there to make your peanut not to be too hard. Yes, some people rather say they'll go in for baking powder, but when you use baking powder, be rest assured that your peanut is going to be, when you fry it, after frying, you are going to see residues under the pot, because the peanut is going to be like cracking off while you're frying it. That's the work of baking powder, is going to make it to be more or too soft. Yes, so now after putting the milk and the nutmeg, I'm going to mix both together. So when you're doing your peanut, you rather go for milk than not milk. If you want it to be soft enough, you go in for more milk rather than baking powder. But baking powder is not bad though, but do not use it in much quantity. You just need a drop of it. Then into a smaller bowl, I've put my groundnut into a small bowl, just a handful of it. You don't need to put much quantity of the groundnut. If not, when spreading your sauce onto the groundnut, it's not going to touch each groundnut that you have in the bowl. And that is the reason why so many people do peanut, and at a certain level you discover that the peanut is of many sizes. You see size 5, you see size 3, size 10, all sizes of peanut in one bowl. This is due to the fact that they put too much groundnut into the bowl before they begin the mixture. When you put it like that, the sauce is going to touch some groundnut, it's not going to touch some others, and be rest assured that you will never have the same sizes, and the shape will not also be that same. So you add your sauce into the groundnut, you put your flour. You can use your hand to add the flour. If you wish, you can use any other thing, but I'll prefer to use a sieve so that the flour would just go equally to the whole groundnut. You mix it well. If you discover the groundnut is still wet after mixing it with the flour, you first add flour before you add the sauce. So it's just a matter of seeing how your mixture looks like. If it looks too dry, you add the sauce. If it looks too wet, you add the flour. So after adding the sauce, you onto the groundnut, you put your flour. You can use your hand, but always try to make sure that when you put your sauce and you want to put your flour, make sure the flour touches every part that the sauce has touched. So if you spread your sauce and you want to then apply your flour, make sure that the flour is going to touch all the granules containing the sauce. If not, you will just be putting yourself into more trouble. Then when doing this, always avoid putting too much sauce before the flour, because it's going to go under the bowl. When it goes under the bowl and you add the flour goes down there, mix it, and they begin to form a mixture. Yeah, as you can observe in this bowl, you begin to form a mixture, and when you continue, so that mixture will become very large and very hard. It will not enable your peanut to be well formed and well shaped. So here you can see the peanut already forming. Yes, it looks dry. So when it looks dry, what do? You add the sauce. So I'm just going to add the sauce onto the peanut, mix it, add the flour. So that's how the process just goes on. It's just a matter of being observant. You observe, you see what is needed. When you put your sauce, you put the flour, you mix it. And in case you discover that the hard mixture, that's the mixture of the flour and the sauce, is forming under the bowl, it's very necessary for you to it and turn it into another bowl, so that you'll be able to be doing your mixture in a smooth surface, so that the groundnut form well. So after frying into oil that is around 80 degrees, yes, you fry it and you stay beside it to observe, because some people will prefer a brownish color, some will prefer a very clean and shiny color, like I would say. Yes, so you have to be around it, constantly stirring the peanut. Yeah, the temperature doesn't have to be too high. If not, it's going to burn. It's not going to be ready till the interior. So you stay around it. You make sure you continuously stir it. You observe. When you see the desirable color you want, yeah, and you just start removing it. This is the end product, guys. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I'll be bringing more stuff on your way. Thank you very much. See you next time.